Welcome. I need a bit more time. Something wasn't fully working. But it should now. Speaking of not working, the game seems a bit quiet. Did I, make it super quiet or something? What's going on? Options, sound, I put it quite low. Yeah, that's more like it. Anyways, yeah, today. Oh yeah, to be precisely yesterday, but let me just before I Quake 64. So today we do Quake 64, and then at some point, yo, Musbella, welcome. What's that new icon, by the way? So this week we're gonna do Quake 64. Next week I don't know exactly how everything goes. I will try to also do Call of the Machine while I'm at it. Anyways, hard as always. There's a cool little intro. I don't know too much about Quake 64. It could be just smaller versions of the original levels. That's, I think, what they did for Quake 1. Or it could be, you know, actual different levels. But yeah, yesterday I came home and I was sleepy, so after dinner, I was like laying down in my bed. I was like, oh yeah, let me like have a little nap. You know, like just an hour or so. I woke up at about 11:30. And I was like, yeah, maybe don't start a stream at 11:30. I don't think that's gonna work out correctly. Yeah, same here. I also don't do too long of a stream today. But, you know, other than that, I will try to do quite a few streams this week. Or like just general streams. Because next week is very unpredictable, since it's carnival time. And the reason I do it is like twofold. One thing is it's just loud, very loud. I've tried last time, like if I record, what would happen, and it is quite noticeable. That's one thing. There's a secret there. Come on. And the other thing, I don't want to dox myself. Sure, you know, it might not be too much of a danger for me right now. But you could just match the song to the location, and you know, the rest is history. Yeah, it's in Switzerland. It's called Fasnacht. It's like a thing that happens once a year. There's like different reasons why we do it, or why people think they're doing it, but the interpretation that I always heard, it's to be loud and merry to drive away the demons of winter. It's quite something. It's loud, there's a lot of music, cool music. I actually have a recording from last year, from one song, which I know the song, like, they have like these marching bands, right, that go down the street. It's pretty cool. And most of the time, they just cover music, like popular songs and whatnot. It's pretty fun, especially when you have, you know, at least some music knowledge. Oh, okay. Yeah. Quake 64 does not have crouching. Okay. Interesting. No, not fast not. How do I translate it? It's like fast as in fasting, right? And Nacht means night. So translating it's fasting night. Brother. Oh, hell yeah, adrenaline. But it's pretty cool. And yeah, they cover all the songs. There's one recording of a song I have. And for the life of me, I can't figure it out. What the song is. Like, I know the song, I know a part of the lyric, but not enough to just put it into Google and go, hey Google, which song are these lyrics from? Maybe, can I just add them to... I also forgot to do this. Let's see, can I do... If I go here and then here... If I add it here, can I add it here? That is how it would sound the entire fucking time. Remove. Yes, please. Yeah, I know it's way too loud. I didn't adjust it. I just quickly popped it in. Okay, interesting. I mean, one thing, as I said, it will sound like this in the background the entire time. That's one thing. It will be very, very annoying. And I cannot open the window as soon as it gets hot, because it would be, it's so loud, right? You can hear them from across the city, basically. It's extremely loud. It's interesting to experience, but when you live, you know, close enough by, you pretty much hear it. That's one thing, and as I said, yeah. Basically, if you can time the song to my stream, which, you know, my stream has a maximum of a few seconds delay, you can pretty much know where I live like that. And that's just OPSEC 101, right? That's how they found the flag that Shia LaBeouf had at one point. They like drove around with a truck and just honked the horn. And once the live stream said, hey, or once they heard the horn on live stream, they were like, oh, it's around in this area. One and done, right? It just helps to be careful. But yes, this song, I've been looking for it for the entire year now. Every couple of weeks, months, I will discover this file on my PC. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I still don't know what this song is called. It looks like a diarrhea water. The tastiest of all the waters. Spring water? Mineral water? Nah, dude. Rivers in India water. There's like the guy who catches like big fish, and he like went to the one river in India, like the big one, and they did a measurement of how much fecal matter it contains. It's like something like 30 parts per milliliter, or whatever. It's like a lot of shit in that river. Adrenaline. Oh, does it use the adrenaline immediately? I think it does. Interesting. You don't need to worry. I mean, at my current size, yeah, I probably don't. But you know, there are weird people out there on the internet. It's simple truth. And this is like, you know, the only thing you can, the only way you can find me faster is if I just straight up post my address. Which, let me do that real quick. You can send a letter to Rockefeller Street. Oh, that joke was so good. I should have went with the correct one. Shit. Rockefeller Street in the Forest of Magic, located somewhere in Switzerland, but who knows where. Actually, I can use my fucking compass. Hell yeah. What? Interesting. Oh, yeah, there was like a wall here, that's why. It's like, it might be just that Quake 64 didn't have any music. I thought that was a thing. It could also be, though, that it was Doom. Like, I remember there was one of these, like, boomer shooters that had, like... Okay. Locate and use the teleporter. Like, there was one of these boomer shooters, which the port for consoles couldn't handle music because it was just too much. But I don't remember if it was Quake for the 64 or if it was another one. Access granted. I like my access. Early access, even. Let's go back to the super shotgun. Yeah, buddy. You think you have any chance against me? Well, think again. I'm a Quake pro, not really. But it's decently fun. Like Quake is one of these games where a lot of people, when they play the multiplayer, they're kind of scared of it. Because they just die. Constantly. Because the only people that really are left are... Most of the people that are left are people who, you know, are relatively good at it. So if you just join random like lobbies, which there aren't many of, you will usually play against people who are way better than you. They will just die over and over and over again. Which, you know, I get why it's not that fun, but still. I wish it would have a little bit of a resurgence. Because I love to play these games in multiplayer. One of the few games that do play multiplayer these days. Like Xonotic as an example. Every once in a while I get into a little phase, you know. Every couple of months. Because it doesn't help when you just straight up stay around. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had the nade launcher. I feel like the nades on this one travel far differently. I might just misremember. Because, you know, it's been a while. Ooh. Of course there's fall damage. What? Can you guys not? Something with these nades is a bit weird. There you go. By the way. At Dark Souls, the next weapon is... Fuck, did I forget again? What was the next weapon? The zero left earlier, I mean. Let me think. Fuck, I don't remember that. That's a bit embarrassing. Oh, Warpig, yeah. You're right. Were you still there? I thought you left early. Yeah, it's a Warpig. Oh, no, fuck. What? Oh, I'm all the way back here. That was a bit dumb. But I think this is a relatively short one in comparison. Like, to begin with. So it could be that I could finish it within like 1 or 2 streams maximum. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, then you did see it. Yeah, the war pick. That's... It's gonna be like the pickaxe, basically. It's basically the pickaxe. It's the exact same weapon. Funny enough. Just missing one half of it. But I already don't know if I can do it this week. Right, so if it already starts on Saturday or not. Because the problem is, you know, there are like a few set dates when it's happening. Welcome, by the way, Dapix. Yeah, but the groups that perform in it usually like to train before and then have a bit of an after party, which means like the few weeks after. So it gets a bit random at times. Was not much, playing Quake 64 on a PC. What? A Nintendo game on the personal computer? What is that? What's going on? Is that magic? No. It's just the power of modern video games. I do love all the people that made like PC ports of Nintendo IPs. You know, if Nintendo would be smart, they would just go to these people and say, hey, don't do that, but actually just give us, you know, just let us sell it on PC. And let's make lots of cash, but Nintendo ain't gonna do that. Seems really fun. You mean this game? So yes, it is. Always fun. Okay, now I'm back at this junction here in my life. Come on. Oh, don't do that. You freak. No, I thought I could trick him, but... You know. Couldn't. Yeah, the game is fun. I should probably at one point set up like a multiplayer server or something for one of these games. Maybe one of the free ones. Oh, does it come from behind? That could be fun. Just finish shaving off my beard. Oh, that's a good idea. I did that as well this week. You know, I'm like the kind of guy. I just leave it for like months on end until it annoys me, and I'm like, okay, let's maybe do it now. There's actually one thing I want to do here. Something is strange in the neighborhood. Oh, don't tell me. Ah, now it works. Oops. Sometimes technology just sucks. Okay, you're right, I was here. Yeah, maybe don't jump into the laser. Okay, this way or that way? Come on. Oh, well, hello. Man, I really need one of the good weapons soon enough. Or like one of the weapons that just kind of creates carnage. A bit low in ammo with all of them. I'm glad you don't have a Discord, because next month they will fuck everything up. I mean, I do have Discord, as in an account, but I don't have like a server. I think I recently saw like recently, I mean like a couple of months ago. You know these like Twitch gurus and whatnot. They always say, oh yeah, do this, do that, and you will grow. Sometimes I just get these like recommended on my YouTube for whatever reason. No, it is intriguing. Like, oh, maybe he does know something, but usually they don't. But one thing one of these guys like said is like, yeah, don't start a Discord as one of your first priorities. As a streamer, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Because I recently saw like Daki. Daki, his Discord, it's completely empty and a desert. And he himself has also been really online. So, yeah. No Discord server for me. Yeah, like the thing is, they just recently got hacked. The IDs, they get sent to a third party, which they themselves, on their privacy policy, they say, yeah, they can just keep your data. So the Discord doesn't lie. Yeah, it's not on our server for more than a couple of seconds, because it's on somebody else's server, some other company. And the thing is, they're owned by the Chinese, which is like just a trifecta of, you know, fuck you. I wonder though if they really will pull it off, right? And you know, the sad truth will be most people will probably still do it. It's like, oh, I will lose all my internet friends. I will lose my Discord kitten. I have to verify my ID. Right? That's gonna be the general gist of what's going on. Fuck. Next week. Or like when it happens. Okay, I got a machine gun. Alright, just give me the regular one. I mean, the big problem though is there's really no alternative to it. Like the alternatives that people like quote that I've seen, they are they're just not good. I mean, me, it doesn't really affect me at all. Yeah, but people who are, of course, like their entire social life is on Discord. They, you know, they will either do the thing where they will verify their ID, and all of their friends will, or they will pretty much just kill themselves. Because people who are, you know, addicted to Discord are kind of same people would probably end themselves very quickly. Yeah, I think it was like 700,000 user, like pieces of user data, like accounts were compromised not too long ago. And yeah, the thing is with Discord, not only do they have a predator problem, a big thing about it is all of their chats are unencrypted, both the servers and the direct messages. And I've known people who did do things like, you know, sexting over Discord. Now, if you are a 15-year-old, like a horny 15-year-old, and you have a horny 40-year-old girlfriend, and you exchange dick pics and your booby pics and whatnot, there's gonna be somebody at the Discord HQ, some baby fur, which confirmed that they are working there, who just goes, oh, that's an interesting conversation. Let me, instead of banning them for doing that on our service, let me just, you know, pretty much distributing CP, let me just nab this picture and put it into my personal collection. I'm 100% sure that, allegedly, that there's somebody at Discord that steals or looks into conversation where people are sexing and hopes that it's, you know, children. And it does pocket the pictures. Like, if you tell me that is happening, I would be like, yeah, I thought so. There's no way that isn't happening. It's the sad truth, but that's what it is. The problem is when your ID is online and somebody gets it. It's they can pretty much sign up for everything, or for a lot of things. When you know, so oh yeah, sign up for a bank account. Some banks, they don't necessarily need to see you. They just need a scan of your ID, etc., etc. And that's kind of like the problem there. The last thing you want in life is for your ID to get leaked. Or like one of the last things, so it's... You know, your real name is one thing, your actual ID is a whole another thing. That's a liquor. Of course I had to port the liquors as well to N64. But yeah. And why do people, you know, accept that? Why do people sell themselves to Discord and lost Tencent? Because it's free. Discord was free. That was the big thing. For TeamSpeak, you needed to set up a server, and that was, you know, it cost money to do that. Instead of, you know, all of your friends chip in a couple of cents, and that's it. You can also just get it for free. And if it's free, then you are the product. Oh, these don't do that. Flying thingies. I don't want that. The thing of fake IDs is, I mean, if you give them their ID, they usually do these days the thing where you have to open the camera app and then do the moving your head around thingy. Which is relatively, you know. But that's the thing on my YouTube, on my private YouTube, not on the Yaku channel. I actually, they ask me for, they sometimes ask for ID, right? And when they asked me for my ID last time, I actually just uploaded some random ID, which was like, it was a fake one, like Elon Musk, age 100, birth date 1st of 1970, and shit like this, and it actually worked. So it was... No, if it works like that, then that's okay. Yeah. Worrying about is one thing, it's just... If you just ignore it, that's alright, but a lot of people will be like, you know, that's too easy to give away their personal data. I mean, it's only been half an hour, but I need to quickly run to the toilet. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. I was a bit important. It was needed. It was a bit on the edge there. Give her like they cannot get those infos if they really want. Wait. They cannot get those infos if they really want it good enough if their PC stuff. I honestly can't give too much of a damn about it because I'm sure they really want it. Yeah, of course. But still, I feel like you shouldn't, sell your personal data. You should try to keep it as secure as possible, even if there's a chance it's already out there. It will just lead to pain. I hate the liquor so much. Oh, I'm already all the way back here. Can you die? Oh, thankfully I still have those. Nice little med kits. But yeah, it's a rough world we live in. But maybe this really is, the death of Discord, and I cannot welcome that enough. To some degree. I think it's a horrible platform. Maybe people will learn that there's more to life than Discord. Like, one of the worst parts is death of forums when it comes to Discord, and every company being like, oh yeah, you want support, or you want help with something, or etc, etc. Join our Discord. And I'm like, could I just write you an email? They're like, no, we don't even support email anymore, or whatnot. Same with like other servers, like WhatsApp is one of those. Like WhatsApp is like really big here in Europe. At least here in Switzerland. I know it's not as big in the US, but I know in at least Switzerland and Europe in general, it's I think bigger. And I got like an ad in my mailbox for like a pizza courier. I was like, maybe I'll check them out. Let me see if they have a website where I can order them, or a phone number where I can order it from. And then I looked at the pamphlet and said, oh yeah, you can order a pizza over WhatsApp. Okay, is there another way? No, only WhatsApp. It's like, cool. That's the worst idea I've ever seen. Because the thing is, I don't have WhatsApp, so... Get fucked. Data disk uploaded. Teleport destination redirected. Pretty sure like Messenger. Come on. I mean, if you just want to chat, IRC is still pretty good. There's also XMPP as a protocol. The thing is, the Steam, like if you're gaming, which Discord used to be a gaming thing primarily, Steam's group chat feature is extremely good, by the way. Like, you can basically make a Discord channel in Steam, right? So many people don't know that, and the voice chat is also pretty decent. I think the only thing you don't have is like screen sharing and whatnot. Like, honestly. And yeah, there are like some attempts. There's Revolt, I think it was called, and there's Matrix. When it comes to like chats and calls, they're actually pretty decent as well. Worst case scenario, you can use a Microsoft Teams. Those of you who have worked with Microsoft Teams will absolutely know that that's not an option. We used Microsoft Teams at the first place I worked at. That thing, and the second one as well. That thing, it just has problems once a day, at the very least. It's one of the worst written programs ever. And Skype died for that. That's the worst part. Like, Skype was not good. Skype was really not that good. Like, I remember when you had too many people in a call, you would actually get like robotic noises because they couldn't handle that many people, especially with slower internets. So you always had to find like the one friend that had the best internet in the group, and they had to host the call basically. But you know, Teams is still worse. I mean, the thing is, you do need to be like my friend on Steam, which that's also like going back to the whole carnival thing. I don't necessarily want to dox myself, and I don't have like a separate account, which I actually should do that maybe, and then just family share it from one account to another. But maybe I can like make a Steam group and there you can do it. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it. But all I'm trying to say is there are options out there. But most people don't know them. Has everything that's needed. Tell me it doesn't. I don't really follow fully about how the company does bad things, but it serves me well. Yeah, for most people it's a fantastic app. You know. But the thing is, it's on one hand not profitable. Right, it's really not a profitable app. They struggle to really make a profit with it for quite a while now. Yeah, they are owned by Tencent, which that's always a fun part. Yeah, fuck Meta. I don't like them either. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, and as I said, they're not encrypted, which at least goes against my philosophy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's maybe a bit too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. The only thing I can comment about Meta is Zuckerberg himself, because he so far has not appeared in the Epstein files. And he's still together with like his high school girlfriend, which one of the richest men in the world doesn't casually go around fucking other women and children. Actually kind of based, if you ask me. I still hate the company, but, you know, the sock is kind of starting to warm up to me in a weird way. Ooh, interesting. Gravity is lowered. Oh man, I'm so low in ammo. It's actually kind of wild. But yeah, I feel like we should just go back to the olden days. Yeah, when stuff used to be. Oh hell yeah. It used to be different. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, stay with what you want. That's... I think it will not impact most people. Well, most people just do it, right? Like, if you're not on no safe for work servers, you are not affected at all, by the way. It's only on porn servers. Which, in my opinion, they could just get eradicated. Anyways. That's something I always found strange about Discord. You have the most random servers, and they just always have a porn channel, for some reason. God damn. She also has some Rule 34 for her out there. I asked Gemini about the relation between Discord and Tencent. Is that Discord's own private company and Tencent is just a major investor? Yeah, it's a major investor. Fuck. That's a bit of the problem there. Discord, the thing is, Discord is not profitable, and if one of their biggest money lenders basically goes and say, hey, do something for us or we will take our money out of your service, the likelihood of them doing it is not zero. And actually much higher than zero. God damn, can you stop, you... Man, I'm like really struggling with ammunition on this one. Not gooning on Discord? What? Why wouldn't you do that? This looked really bad, by the way. But yeah, don't do that. Yaku's wisdom of the day: don't goon on Discord. It's not healthy. Have I ever told the story about one of my classmates who came to school and I sat behind him and he opened his laptop and he was in Discord in some kind of furry server which was full of porn. So first thing in the morning in class I was flashbanged by by furry pornography. Which, in a way, it is hilarious, but still, you know. Oh, fuck. You know, he either was looking at that stuff before school, or after school. While still being in school, though. So it's like, you know, certain things you should just keep at home, maybe. Oh, this... Let me see if I can find, like... Yeah, look at that. First aid. I just have not too much ammunition. That's my biggest problem here. But yeah. Fuck off. And this isn't a really evil section. Because these guys have rocket launchers after all, which... This guy up there also has rocket launchers. Let me duck back in here. Why is he still alive? I usually join the Discord because I like to create. The spice section is more of a shock factor for me. I just think it shouldn't like be something that's accessible anyways. It should be a thing, right? Like, I feel like if the context, if it's like relevant to the context, I don't mind it existing on anything. But it shouldn't be, you know, straight up, oh yeah, here's my server, and by the way, and you need to be 18 because we have a porn channel. It's like, why? Oh, fuck off. But yeah, I'm just not like... I may be too unk for Discord. I don't know. You know, I try to join server and like chat a little bit. Or I always found it very boring. I think most people on the internet are just not that interesting. Oh, this dude. This room is devious. Oh, fucking finally. Is there gonna be another one of these? Hopefully not. I'm out of shells anyways. Fuck. What do you mean? Die. I consider them as hose and leaf. Okay. I mean, yeah, if it's only not safe for work, then yeah, that's weird. It's just like, for me, also like the same dude that I just talked about with his furry server. These people are always in like a bajillion servers. I don't know how he can keep up with that. I get annoyed when I open my Discord and I'm in 1 or 2 servers. Because there are always notifications. It's like, oh yeah, somebody mentioned everybody and blah blah blah. And, you know, there are new messages, 50 new messages. Like if you have like 200 servers, you just kind of tune everything out, don't you? Like, what's even the point at that stage? Hello? And the game here really kind of goes, hey, you want some peanuts? Sure, here you go. Man, I do need some ammunition. Lickety split, please. Stat. "46 servers." Like, can you even keep up with that? Or are there just servers you're in because you just were too lazy to leave them? Like, I use as an example some older forums. I'm not gonna name the forums themselves. I don't want. So not on some of these are only like 5 to 10 users active, with one of them being me. So I don't want. That's why I don't want to name them. But even then, sometimes there are like 10 threads on there that I'm like watching, and all of them have like notifications of you posted them. It's like, man. I almost get like, oh, I can't be bothered right now. Every single time. Let me just fuck off. I should just make a server myself with a bot that bans everybody who writes more than 2 sentences per hour. Permanently, that is. God damn it, what is with that? Are you joking me? Oh, I have some ammunition again. Oops. Because my loyalty for the people I've met on Kick over the years. I see. I mean, if they're like generally friends and you like talk to them, that's like one thing. But I don't get it if you're just in them. For the fuck of it. But that's, as I said, I might just be too unk for that. Way too unk. I'm an old stone, you could say sometimes. My bones are just as rattly as my body is hard. Oh, I hate these guys so much. Okay, one down. Of course, there's one with a rocket launcher there. Or two, actually. God. You know, I think I'm gonna say it, but Quake 64 so far, level design-wise, is not my favorite. Or just like, as a whole. My god. I'm struggling. More so than with other ones. Oh, why are there like 50? You know, the game gives you awfully little ammunition for the fact that they just spawn like 50 enemies in a small little cupboard like that. There we go, all my rockets already used up. Oh my god, come on. Oh, health, please, thank you. I'm eternally grateful to you, my friend. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, damn, some stim packs. For a second I was like, wait, 3 adrenalines? Hell yeah. No. That would have been too gracious of the game. Oh, it's one of these dudes, and I have to defeat him. Where is he? I'd have to defeat him with basically nothing. I do have some rockets, actually. Buddy. Oh. Shit, of course I missed. Die. It was a dude who used to stream here and didn't give a damn what he was streaming. What got him banned was streaming a femboy game. A femboy game? Like... Why would that get you banned? Or like as in... It was not safe for work femboy game, like Trap Shrine or something. Otherwise, like, what? Oh, not safe. Why would he do that? I mean, you know, I don't give too much of a damn myself about things. But one of the last things I would be doing is just randomly stream a not safe for work game because fuck it. Oh yeah, let me stream Starless. As a chick that has a dick. And one of them gets fucked by a horse at some point. And fed to the pigs. Some random shit like that. I don't remember. Stop jumping, you're not Mario. I tried to recommended it. I mean, you know, nothing against my chatters, but if you recommend a game to me, I would that I don't know, I would still, you know, first check it out. It's like, what kind of weird shit are you recommending me? In response, you said, ooh, cat girl, two other cat girls, and a thing licking something. Looks like a broccoli head. Which I think is one of the worst hairstyles known to man. The gun emotes, okay. Those are gun emotes. You know, as I said, I'm Unk. My eyes are not what they used to be. Shit. Interesting, I don't have fall damage here. I'm constantly out of ammo. It's disgusting. I have to say these emotes are not the best designed ones. Like, I think when you do emotes on, like, Twitch and Kick and whatnot, they are supposed to be 128 by 128 pixels. So maybe don't cram too much, you know, detail into them. It's just good visual design. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna... Of course. Okay, he seems to be dead, but I just want his corpse to explode, thank you. Honestly, out of all the Quake II so far that I've played, this is the first one I actually feel, you know, I don't get enough resources. With the other ones I always thought I get too much. What's that, bitch? Think you can shoot me with a rocket? Just because you have your tits out? Think again. Maybe I should shoot my rocket into your face. It has some white sticky stuff in it. AKKO napalm. It's gonna burn your skin and it's gonna be pretty painful. I think why napalm is so disgusting. It's like, it sticks to you and you just cannot get it off and you just burn to death. In the most agonizing way possible. I think there's rarely anything that's more painful than burning to death. It's like, it's stupid. I have like a little USB hub, but it keeps falling off my PC. Fully hydrated. I was in Aldi today. They have like a Shouldn't take my hands off the keyboard. Shit. They have like new energy drinks, so I was like, yeah, let me try them out. A new flavor. Even sugar-free, and it's not the best. But I just bought 4 of them. So now I have to drink them. Oh, hell yeah. I probably will need the rockets for some random dude that will appear. Not too much later. The not so distant future. All of you just need to stop. Right now. Or give me like a secret or something. Sequence complete. Of course I miss half the shots. You miss at least half the shots you take. And the rest are also kind of wasted. It is. I mean, I like it. I go once in a while when I can. And it is comparatively cheaper. Of course, there's stuff there which... They always have like cool stuff, a cool selection, I would say. You know, things you don't usually see. Oh, fuck. Which makes it almost a bit of a wondrous little journey. At the same time, the most people that shop in Aldi are like very... How should I say? You notice that they shop at... why they shop at Aldi. Let me say it like that. They go there because they are necessarily cheap. They go there because that's the only thing they can afford. Man, this section is also so ass. In the entire country, okay. I would have thought them to be relatively prolific around the world by this point. At least in Europe. Focus really quick. Okay, that's helpful. That's also helpful. Oh shit. Of course, I only have the one weapon left that I cannot aim properly with. Especially when going up. Oh, fuck off. Of course, I hit myself that. Can I? That was difficult. That was very difficult. But yeah, I like the store. It's a good one. Mission 14. That's already half almost. But really, holy fuck, I have to reiterate this. Quake 64, Quake II 64. The resources are just tight, extremely tight. Like, I wonder if that's like a bug or at this point. Oh, secret. Hyper Blaster, hell yeah. Kaufland, really? I mean, I know Kaufland, but that's literally just a German store. I mean, it's in the name Kaufland. It means buying country or land. Buying land. It's like, come on. Of course, Lidl is also cool. For me, they're just kind of like the same store, Lidl and Aldi, mostly. They have kind of like the same philosophy behind it. If you know what I mean. But like the overall thing is, if I do like a weekly grocery shopping at the usual stores, I would pay probably like $120 or so, 150 depending on what I buy. If I buy meat, it immediately shoots up easily. But in Aldi, it's like half that, and Lidl as well. Fuck. So it does make quite a difference. I wish it wouldn't. You know? Because I feel like one of the biggest disease of current humanity is the fact how we just eat garbage. Everything garbage. Like on one hand, I'm trying to like kind of like get off of plastic bottles again. I've been to this. Like I walked into the store today with a bag full of plastic bottles to go and recycle them, and I thought, like, you know what? That's completely unnecessary. Why do I need this? Like, not only do I not need this, I can, you know, I can make it at home, technically. But these plastic balls, they like leak chemicals into you, making you impotent or whatever. It's actually kind of disgusting. Unauthorized entry detected. Well, sure. Good, I say. And things, I have a glass bottle that I've used so much that the cap itself kind of like split in two after years of using it. So I probably would need to buy a new one. Arabic? Really? I mean, the name is from the founders, the Aldi brothers, which I think they're German, Turkish, or like something like that. And they had like a feud, which is why there's actually Aldi North and Aldi South. Funny enough, which... Imagine this stuff, something like that happens to IKEA. If the brothers were like, one is Danish and one is Swedish. Suddenly you get like IKEA Dansk and IKEA Swede. Oh, hell yeah, finally. Some good fucking food. That's what I was waiting for. A weapon you can properly aim with. With plenty of ammo to boot right now, I shouldn't waste it though. There's something I learned in Quake II 64, it's don't waste ammo. Because you just don't get any. Come on. Because they like give you a piece of shit right in the beginning. One of the stronger dudes. New heading accepted. Mission complete. Proceed to cargo bay. I will do that right now. You know, like, stop giving me so much first aid. Or like, give me the same amount, but also give me ammo. I mean, the thing is, when you go into Aldi here, you do see a lot of foreigners as well. So in that way, it is a bit. Oh, actually, I was in. You know how there are advents calendars. You know, 24 doors, and there's like maybe a chocolate or something in each door. When we entered Aldi today, me and my dad, I was with him, out and about. They had like a big display filled to the brim with Ramadan calendars. I thought, man, this is kind of sad. We live in a Christian country and they sell shit like this. Oh, hell yeah, it's a ship. Yeah, that's just... Oh, why are there 3 of you? It's just insane. I feel like I could do something here. Something funny. How do I best approach this? I think like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Anything up here? Yes, sir, the red key card. Oh, it's so funny when you could just kind of get all of them from behind. Game was not programmed to handle that. There we go. That's how we do it. Why is that dude behind me? Don't do that. Where did he spawn from down there, I would guess? And that's probably where I need to go next. Yep, correct. Please. How did he survive that? Before the stream, I was also wondering. There's a game I have called Citadel. It's like a Doom kind of game, which I also want to play. But I was like, you know, this or Quake. Yeah, let's just do Quake. And I was like, let's finish Quake first, as a whole. That's what I'm going to focus on next, and then after that, I will see what I'll do. Still have a few games planned this year. A lot of them being more longer games, so. And of course all the Dark Souls games. Not Dark Souls, but just Souls in general. What's this? The rail... Oh, right, the railgun. I forgot I had that. It's kind of wild to me that I didn't get any quad damage so far. I mean, that's kind of like a staple of the game. I missed quite a few Oh yeah, I did skip a huge chunk in the cargo bay, of course. Quite a big chunk. Loading. Destabilization mine area. Oh, by the way, I got like a really good deal on something recently. Steech? Let me first. Right, the level just begun and already mostly dead. Most of my ammunition is gone. It's just wild. What do you mean they're like... Oh, why are they flanking me from both sides? Come on. What is this level? Yeah, I think it's a good deal. One thing I wanted for a while now is a PSP camera. Which is like one thing that I was missing in my collection. And when you look them up, they're expensive as fuck. They are really expensive. Like I think there's like the black one, which is not as good. Which is like the cheaper model. And that one starts at like $50-ish. And then there's the silver one, which is the one you want to get. And that one starts at like $120 or something like that. And I got the camera plus a PSP plus 9 games plus like two, three accessories for $50. And the reason I get that is there's a Swiss kind of buff when it comes to eBay, which I don't think most people know about. And I hope it stays this way. Basically, eBay is not as popular in Switzerland. There are still people, though, who sell stuff on eBay. The thing is, when you buy something, if you want to buy something from Switzerland, let's say if you're in the US, shipping is just so absurdly expensive. Right? That it's often not worth it. And this like combination is like people in Switzerland don't know it, and for people outside it's very expensive. Leads to me being able to get quite a few good deals on there every once in a while. So yeah. But yeah, the PSP has a camera, it's obviously not very good. What's a fun little gimmick? It had like an AR game. Invisibles or something like that it was called. It's actually quite interesting. Yeah, it's a cool device. You can even like flip it around so you can make selfies. Oh. There's just like a human desire to get cameras. It's in everybody's hands, right? I mean, look at the Game Boy. The Game Boy had a camera. And that thing does not look good if you ever seen the pictures. But it has like a charm to it. Huh? Oh, it's Frozen. Not the movie. Let it die, let it die. What are these two creatures? Well, they're not that... They look much stronger than they actually are. Did you unmod yourself, or why is your hammer gone suddenly? Now it's back. Strange. Yeah, the Xbox. I actually have to connect here. Because I want to try something out. But the thing is that I think the first Kinect doesn't have a USB. It used like some weird special port. Which sucks. The one you actually want is the Xbox One one. But I want to force that shit on everybody. That was weird. That was a weird time. I mean, that was the end for Microsoft, basically. If you really think about it. Dude, oh, here we have a camera that you need for your system. Wink, wink. And then, you know, people complain. They were like, yeah, I'm not going to buy an Xbox if I need a camera hooked up to it 24/7. Then suddenly it worked without the camera. easily. But it's a mess. Like, last year I played Enchanted Arms. I did try to stream it, but I feel like playing JRPGs on stream is just not my kind of thing. It's one of my favorite genres, but just streaming them kind of is not my thing. I don't know. I don't like reading too much while streaming, if that makes sense, and doing voices and etc. But Enchanted Arms, I had a crash out. I was about to, really go off at one point. I was so ungodly mad. Because the thing is, I played the game, I had like 30 hours in it. I was in the last 2-3 hours of the game. I was basically at the final boss. I was like, okay, let me go to sleep and then continue tomorrow and finish the game. Right? So, the next morning, when I want to do that, what happens? The games didn't want to read the disc at first. So I was like, okay. Fuck you then. And I want to start the game and it just went, you don't own this game. It's like, what do you mean? I played this game for the last, like, week or so. Every day. What do you mean I don't own this game? So, because I cannot read the disc. And then it started to read the disc. And when I started the game, it's like, you don't own this game. You still don't own it. Why don't you purchase it? It's like, oh, I was losing it. It's like, do they right now really want me to, restart this entire game on my Xbox 360? Is that what I have to do to finish this game? Because I'm not gonna do it. I was so mad. Yeah. Fucking cardboard. Like, I think it's a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. But man, it's like... It is very greedy how much they charged for it. They were basically like, oh yeah, you want some cardboard? How about paying us $40 for that? And it's like a one-time use as well, right? So if you want to have actually some fun with your kids, the coolest thing you could do is actually get Nintendo Labo, and just, make it yourself. You just need the software, the rest you can make yourself. I see. Ah, I see. I didn't realize there was an exploding chest beneath it. Laser inactive. Mirrors locked. Oh, Mirror's Edge, that's also a cool game. This reminds me of... what was it called? Event Horizon. Right? Yeah, Event Horizon. That's a movie. Highly recommended. Oh, goddamn. Got me a BFG. I don't know where to use it necessarily, but it's cool to have. There we go. But I kind of miss this experimental era, because right now we're just in, like, with everything, with video games, with movies, with with hardware, with software, with etc. We're just kind of in this, with websites, in this stage where everything is kind of just figured out. And it's just kind of like, people think they've figured it out at least. It's just so boring. Like, I love websites from the early 2000s. right? That actually had character, where they used like pictures and like backgrounds to form actually cool looking websites. Today every other website looks just exactly the same. Oh, what is this? Ah, that wasn't too hard. I thought it was gonna be harder. Damn, boy. Sackside Mine storage facility. What time is it? Still have a bit of time. Okay, this should be like the last stretch of missions. I'm on mission 19. I'm not too sure if I can finish it today. But I will probably just, you know, do this and Call of Machine together. In that case. Yeah, really. That's what I want to do with my website. Like currently I'm just like building it up a little bit, and then I'm probably trying to find some, or like make some SVGs of like vines and stuff. Just make the website look like an early video game website. That's like a really cool website called Lynn's Cars, I think. Or something like that. That's just peak web design in my eyes. It can't be beat. It's one of my favorite websites ever. Oh, I hate the liquors. Speaking of liquors, Resident Evil comes out at some point this month. So that's gonna be interesting. Let me actually... Can I show this website? Lynn's Cars. Lynn's Cars, not Lynn's. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, fuck off. Really? Off. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless right now. Oh, really? Okay, that's sad. Let me show it to you in a second. That's real. I'm actually sad right now. Like, no joke. I'm really sad. This is a huge disappointment. I want to see if it's available on the Wayback Machine. Yeah, it takes a while to load, but studio mode, so I don't accidentally show something weird. Properties, open selector, Windows, this one. So, this here is linkscars.com. It's one of my favorite websites. It's really charming. Right? Like, ain't that something? If you go even further back, just a random one. It's so good. It's so well designed. I love this website. Okay, it's still very similar, but look at this. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. I really love this. Like, no joke. If every website would be like that, I would actually love it. It's so good. Look at this. Sure, certain websites don't need to be like that. Like when you actually try to sell stuff or whatnot. Yeah, it's like always a bit hard to add it on the welcome, by the way. Interesting how it only shows this this last message. It's a bit weird right now, but yeah. This is how it used to look. This is it today. That's it. That's the whole website. Soul and character and just pure amazing design. Soulless. Soul? Soulless. My favorite website in the entire world? Garbage. I'm so sad about this. This is so disappointing. This is so fucking dumb. It actually makes me kind of angry. What's so special about it? It's just it was a very classic and fun website. It was very cool design. It had a very cool design. And the new one is just, it looks just like every other website out there. Like all its soul has just been, you know, ripped out. It lost all character. It was a fun website. I mean, I also have many websites, but it's like, this is just... I thought this website was gonna stay the same forever. And clearly that's not the case. Talk about it. I mean, I saw a video about another website recently. About the super computer space. Like an old arcade website that somebody dedicated their like 20 years to. And thankfully that one got preserved, as in somebody else like started hosting it and kept it the same, from what I remember about the video. But this is, oh, this is sad. This is so sad. Yeah. What game am I playing? I'm playing Quake II 64. And I don't mean Quake 264. I mean Quake 2 for the Nintendo 64. Ported back to PC. Funny enough. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, adrenaline. Very nice. And that's the game I'm gonna play this week. I'm like nearing. I'm like done 2/3 of it. It has I like looked it up before the stream. It has 30 missions. It says so in the box at least. And I'm on mission 20. What's my thought about the God of War trilogy? I like them. I mean, I played Ascension recently. Yeah, you really should get inspired by this website. It is a good website. It used to be a good website, I should say. You know. The remake. Oh, you mean the what's it called? The Nordic ones? I mean, I haven't played them, but from what I've seen, they are like a nice wrap up to the character of Kratos, I would say. I like that they didn't go, oh yeah, he's still angry and whatnot, and he's still gonna go, I'm just gonna destroy all the gods because I can, and I have learned nothing. But I like that he kind of like, that it ends with him going like, yeah. This is like the ending cutscene where he basically talks to his past self is pretty cool. It's pretty well made. Yeah, that's about. So it's not a remake. It's a continuation, actually. Sons of Sparta, really. That feels kind of strange, though. Out of all the things you could cover, that? Really? How to get up there without, you know, rocket jumping? I guess that gives you 200 health. I can rocket jump easily. Doesn't matter. I shouldn't have, you know, shot the last one there, but I was like, you know, let's just do it. Oh. There are like a few areas here which I feel like they are reused from all of the mission packs. I feel like design-wise very similar. They're redoing the God of War trilogy. Really? That's weird. Out of all the games they could remake, the God of War trilogy? Really? And what inspired me? I was like thinking a long time about it. I was like, I don't want to do the generic anime thing that a lot of people do. And after a while, I just like was thinking of like different kind of things, and it's like very hard. If you lean too far into one direction, you are furry, and if you lean too far into the other direction, you just do the generic anime thing. There's a lot of things I was thinking about, and then I remembered Somali and the Forest Spirit or something like that. It's an anime. And I thought, like, you know, I really like this character, the design-wise. Where the fuck did you come from? And I was like thinking, you know, how would it be if this character kind of had like a previous form, you know, like a Pokemon? Then I also was like thinking about the Atronachs from Skyrim, just different like stuff like that. Yeah. And I started off as an actual stone, just a stone with some inscriptions, a rune stone, which is why I'm a Rune Stone Golem these days. That's also part of it. It's bedtime for me, so what's my sugar for you? See you next. Yeah, see you next time. I'll try to stream tomorrow since I didn't stream yesterday. More Quake, most likely. Since, you know, might as well finish it. let's finish what I started. I also don't have too much longer today. Since I do have work tomorrow. Funny enough, today, we like 2 co-workers that both quit. Now I have an entire office to myself again. And the last day was today. Which I think was kind of... It's funny. They didn't even last a year, if I remember correctly. Huh? Don't just ambush me from behind, please. Little creature. So my wonder now is, you know, who's gonna come next into my office? Will I have my quiet and peace? Or will I be disturbed again by, you know, someone that's even more annoying? But here's the thing, if you work in an office, if you want, you know, to use not just a normal-ass keyboard, sure, you can do that, but maybe don't go for the clickiest, clackiest mechanical keyboard. I don't know. Just show some human decency. I have a few mechanical keyboards. I wouldn't take them into the office. Like, get a grip. So I'm happy about that. You know, it's always sad to have people go from leave your company and whatnot. But at the same time, I really didn't. I want to make almost a snarky comment. Like, one of them was like, "Oh yeah, it was a pleasure working with you and whatnot." It's like, we spoke a grand total in the entire time you were here. We spoke like a grand total of once. Like, yeah, I didn't mind most of you. But in the sense of, yeah, pleasure working with you, we really didn't work together at all. And I was annoyed by your keyboard. But, you know, yeah, you're not gonna be the dickhead who says that. Of course, there's a... Why, lickers? Can you please stop existing? There's another one? Why is there another one? Where's number 3? Not here. I'm not streaming every day. But I'm trying to I stream 3 times a week, or 4 times, depending on how it goes. But you know, I try to stream consistently. At least consistently enough. But every day would be a bit too much for me. I did do it for the Elden Ring streams, which I will probably do again for the Elden Ring streams and for Requiem, if I can. But it's certainly the exception and the norm. Like, I don't know how some streamers do it every day for like 12 hours a day. Because I start to kind of lose the plots after like 2-3 hours. Start to get exhausted. Are you... Ah, lickers. What also inspired me for YouTube. I mean, I was like one of the first generations that really grew up with YouTube as a medium that you could consume besides TV, right? Like, YouTube became a thing when I was a child. So I always kind of found that very interesting, the scene, you know. I always wanted to do something for YouTube, and I did have my attempts, you know, the usuals. But it never really took off, and I just kind of got the itch again, and then I started it. If that makes sense. Like, I both did streaming and just making videos on YouTube. Ever since I was like 12 or 11 or so, I would say. And every time I stop, I just get the itch again after a while. It's like, oh yeah, I actually want to make YouTube videos. I don't necessarily care if they get, like, if people watch them. Like, I don't need to be Mr. Super Famous here. I don't need to be the next PewDiePie. If I could do it as a job, it would be great. It would be cool. But, you know, I'm not that delusional. Because one of the things, I just cannot play a character. Like, I cannot... You know, I cannot be a character. To put it in stupid terms. I'm not the guy that comes here every day and then goes into like hype man mode. I would cringe at that, first of all. You know, when... Second of all, I just couldn't do it for a long term. Like, when you like watch YouTubers and streamers and something scary happens in the game, they scream aloud and freak out completely. That's all kayfabe. It's all fake. I've never met a single person who lets out more than a little oh when they get scared. They don't go help, right? They don't have a full-on breakdown. It's just all part of the character. Oh, fuck, I'm very low on ammo again. I think if I could do it, I would probably get more people watching, since that's what works on the internet, I guess. I can't. I just can't, man. Huh. Okay, I did that by accident, I guess. Now I can activate it? Yes, I can. Laser drill activate. Oh, a laser drill. I do like, by the way, that they just kind of start stinking immediately. Because here's the thing, I had like a bush, like a thing growing up the wall in my previous apartment. On the outside, I mean, it was the neighbors, actually. A bunch of like vines and stuff. And there were like fly nests or something in there. Every time I would cook something, I would open the window to air out the room, to dissipate the smell. My room would be flooded with at least 10 to 20 flies. Instantly. So yeah, when you die, I would actually believe that flies would just kind of invade the room and swarm around the corpse within not too much time. Shotgun. Hello. Do you mind? Huh. Ah. That moves. Okay, I see. Not much I could do there. Thanks for the following. Croca. Oh, quad damage, let's go. Yeah, you guys have nothing on me anymore. I just want to say something, but I've completely forgot about it. And sometimes it just happens. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Quake 64 so far. Kinda wild, if you ask me. It has a lot of not so good parts about it. Mission 21. I will, actually. Funny story, because of my internet, the whole story I had there. I had to buy a router. And with that game, with the router, I got Resident Evil for free. So that's the reason why I will play it. Otherwise, I would have had to, you know, maybe think about it. It's like, will I buy like a $60 game or whatnot? But hey, now I got it for free. I mean, oh, that's a bit brutal, those screams. I mean, for free, as in I had to still buy a very expensive router. But I wanted also very expensive features. Oh, come on. So it was kind of necessary. Like, I was looking at one router and it was $400. But it had like some extremely good features and all the ports I needed, but I was already quite a lot of money in the hole from my entire internet's bullshittery. So I really didn't feel like buying a $200 router. So I settled for the 400. So I settled for the 200. It's kind of wild how fast and like how expensive that stuff can get and how fast can get expensive. Like, I work with network people once in a while. I'm not a network guy myself. But I have a bit of a new appreciation. Let me maybe put it like that. It doesn't help that there are only like a handful of companies that really make good stuff. It's almost a bit of a monopoly. There's like Ubiquity and like 2-3 others, and that's kind of it. These are definitely weaker in 64. Leon is the main character. Of the new one, you mean? The way I saw it, it was kind of like twofold in gameplay style. Basically, you have half of the game is Leon, and it's kind of like action-packed, like Resident Evil 4. And the other one is the girl, and that's more like the classic Resident Evil, which is kind of like scary and trying not to fight too much. So it's kind of like a double thing, which I think is very interesting. I'm gonna grab a water really quick. It is neat. So it does look interesting. And the thing is, I like looked into the Resident Evil games as well, opposed to Code Vein, which was so horribly optimized it didn't run on my PC. The Resident Evil games have been surprisingly optimized. I think Resident Evil 7 could even run on not even that new of a hardware, which is kind of insane with how good of a game it is, like looks-wise, I mean. Yo, big guy. I wish these guys would drop some ammo. I think Resident Evil is one of Capcom's biggest cash cows. They will not let it go so fast. Like them revitalizing the franchise with 7 and Village. And then the remake of 4. And all of the remakes, basically. I think we will get the entire Resident Evil thing remade. We will get Resident Evil 5 remade. We might get Resident Evil 6 remade. The Revelations games, etc, etc. Oh, come on, can you... I don't think Capcom will let the series die so fast. I would almost be ready to bet money on that. That within the next 5 years, at least we get another announcement. For like Resident Evil 10. Even eviler. Did you know, by the way, the games are actually called Biohazard? But there's an American band called Biohazard, so in the West it has to be called Resident Evil. I mean, on one hand, yeah, but there's also, you know, there's the saying, there's too much of a good thing. So I'd rather they would make like one good Resident Evil every 5 to 10 years instead of, you know, 20 mediocre ones every 2 years. That's what they did with Call of Duty. And that franchise is basically in the dumps. I'm starting in the sewer, in the diarrhea water here. But I think that's like a good stopping point. Since I have work tomorrow and I have to go to sleep soon as well. But yeah, it was fun today. I will finish Quake II 64 tomorrow. And because this will be like maybe half an hour maximum, I will also immediately start Call of the Machine, which is the newest and also last expansion pack for Quake 2. And then we are officially done with Quake, finally. It was a longer journey than I expected, but a fun one. But a fun one. The only reason why they made the 8th one was because the plot was getting nowhere, and it almost went to hell. They still managed to pull out one hell of a game, though. Like, I haven't played 8 myself. I only watched a playthrough of it. But from that alone, I like the 8 the most so far. I think 7 is a bit of a back to the roots kind of thing, and 8 kind of just perfected it in a weird and strange way. Oh man, let me actually, now that I'm done anyways for today, can I do this? Yes. This, by the way, was the website I was talking about. This is how it used to look. For those on the vertical stream, let me also show it here again. The 8th one was basically showed the origin of the Umbrella Corps. Did it? I thought it's chronologically the newest one. This is how it used to look like, and this is how it looks now. Let me do it like this. Oh, this is... It's sad. Anyways. I'm gonna end it here today. Don't forget to follow or subscribe, depending on the platform, to not miss any other streams. I will see you tomorrow with more Quake 2, and maybe on Friday as well with more Quake 2. And Saturday is gonna be Dark Souls, but I'm not entirely sure yet about the time, since it's gonna be a bit of a hectic week next week. Or starting Saturday, actually. So, anyways, thanks for joining. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye, and ciao.